Welcome to Everyday Happiness, where we create lasting happiness in 2 minutes a day through my signature method of intentional margins, creating harmony between your to-dos and your priorities, happiness science, and musings about life. I'm your host, Katie Jeffcoat, and I was wondering, is our ego getting in the way of our happiness because of our human desire to be, air quotes, right? I watched this TED Talk about this concept, and I will link it in the show notes, but it was really fascinating. The question is, do you want to be right or do you want to be happy? This TED Talk hypothesized that the key is to not take things personally. Well, if you're anything like me, that's easier said than done. But he says the first strategy to pushing your ego aside and choosing happiness is to realize it's not about me. In fact, it's rarely about us when we're actually taking things personally. To counteract this natural tendency, we can put ourselves in the other person's shoes. If we're taking it personally that the car behind us is driving too close or honking their horn when we're just trying to find our turn, maybe the person is having an emergency or something where he needs to get somewhere quick, and it's really not about us at all. You see? But now here's the kicker. If that doesn't work, and it won't always work, the flip side, it's about me, right? Yep. You see, when someone says something to you that deep down knowing that you have an insecurity about this, it hurts, right? And in those moments, it is about me. You see, you can only take things personally if someone touches a raw nerve. When I'm being criticized for being bossy or cold, it hurts because deep down, I wonder if I come across as bossy or not compassionate. But you see, when someone hits that raw nerve and it hurts, that's the moment when you give yourself some empathy. At the end of the day, people will be mean. They will say things that hurt your feelings. You will say things to yourself that you would never say to someone else. And yet, we need to remember, no matter what people say to us, we always keep our value. We may be bruised, beaten, and be in our feelings, but our personal value doesn't change based on other people's opinions. So I'm curious, how is this showing up for you? Send me a DM on social. I'm at Everyday Happiness with Katie.